Hello, I'm Adrian Joyce and I'm a bailiff here at Packington Trout Fishery and have been for the last 30 years. In that 30 years I've seen a lot of people come into trout fishing and I also do a bit of tuition here and try to help people get into trout fishing. Some from a coarse fishing background and some people complete novices. One person who's here today is Rob Middleton, who's come from a coarse fishing background.
Hi Abe, thanks
Hello,
very
Rob.
much for your time today.
No problem.
I'm really hoping that you're going to get me all excited about fly fishing, so please tell me a little bit more about fly fishing.
Yeah, well, fly fishing as opposed to coarse fishing is totally different. We use artificial flies to try to catch the fish. As in, with coarse fishing, you throw bait in and bring the fish to you. Trout fishing, you can't do that. We have to go out and find the fish. And as I've said, coarse fishing people who come to trout fishing tend to have in their mind, this is a nice little peg here, a little spot that I'll fish, and they tend to stay in that one spot. Not really the best thing when you're trout fishing. You need to be mobile and move around and try to find the fish.
Okay.
Yeah, and also you can move on to river fishing. There's lots of different aspects to trout fishing. It's not all just on lakes. You know, there's some beautiful rivers in this country, and you get out to some of the lovely parts of this country fishing on the rivers. Trout that you'll be fishing for in these lakes are predominantly rainbow trout. Most still water trout fisheries these days stock predominantly rainbows. We do stock brown trout as well, but the majority are rainbow trout with a few brown trout mixed in.
Okay. What's the difference between rainbow and brown trout there?
Yeah, a rainbow trout originates from America. It's
Okay.
an American fish, whereas a brown trout is indigenous to this country.
Okay.
So we have rivers with natural brown trout in. Most brown trout that are stocked into lakes are farmed fish, and again the rainbows. So the rainbow trout is a good eating trout, good for the table.
Yeah.
You like a bit of trout, yeah?
Absolutely, hence the reason why I'd like to get into this sport, because
Yeah.
the trout are a delicious tasting fish.
Yeah. But on the other side of the coin, we get a lot of people from a coarse fishing background who come into trout fishing who don't want to kill fish because you're used to coarse fishing, putting the fish
Yeah.
back. Some people don't like the idea of killing them, and that's perfectly fine. Most trout fisheries cater for a catch and release angler these days, as long as it's done in the right way. We have guidelines on barbless hooks, not handling the fish, and that can be done that way. But if you want to take a trout home for the table, that's perfectly fine. That's what fisheries like, really, to get a turnover of stock anyway, people taking a few fish home for the table.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Looking forward to giving it a go. I'm really excited about it.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Okay, mate.